Hi, I'm Blisy. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy.
Hey everyone, this is going to be a simple guide to explain how to get Pokerus in Platinum or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This is not a guide for Diamond and Pearl. Try it in those games, it won't work. There's a different method for it, but I'm not going to explain it in this video, or maybe ever, because it's way, way harder. So, you're going to need a few different computer programs in order for this to work. You're going to need RNG Reporter, and you're going to need EonTimer on your computer. You're also going to need PokerusFinder. Those are just the computer tools you're going to need. In the game, you're going to need the coin flip app in Pokemon Diamond, or just Platinum basically. And in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you'll need to have the you'll need to have Erwin registered to your Pokegear so you can call him. Those are the two ways you'll verify your initial seed. I've got a video covering on how to find your initial seed. If you want to watch those, I'm not going to explain it in detail here, and I'm just going to be showing Platinum off. But if you know how to find your initial seed in RNG and the other games, it's the same. It's the same in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. You're also going to need to be saved into an area that doesn't have any wandering NPCs. I'm using Lake Verity here, but basically anywhere that's got no NPC should work just fine. For the Pokemon you'll need, you're going to need a Pokemon with Sweet Scent, a chat out with Chatter as usual. It's got to have a recorded one. You'll also need a Pokemon that's close to leveling up. You don't really need it, but you might need it. It's really up to you. So I've got the Zapdos that's close to leveling up. Ignore the nickname. I made it in 11 years ago, so I was a kid. Okay. So I'm going to also show off some specific battle mechanics in a moment, but before we get into the attempt, we're going to need to find our frame and all that. So, PokerusFinder, click the Gen 4 tab and click PT Heart Gold Soul Silver. Then you're going to type... Oh, and you're also going to need Pokemon that doesn't have Pokerus. Ideally, none of them have it or are cured from it, etc. In your party, anyway. So you're going to pick a date and time. You could actually follow along with me exactly here if you want to do this. This will work for, any game or whatever. Oh, and also out of game, you're going to need a GBA game that's capable of migration to this game with... if you want to change the delay from even to odd, which is something I'll get into in a little bit. And if you can't do that, the only way to change the delay is by changing the year. So, yeah. So anyway, you can follow along with me here. So just pick a date and time. It doesn't matter when. And then you can just pick from any of these results coming up. I'm going to pick this one here. The seed. The reason I'm picking this seed is it's got a fairly low frame, and it's only 43 seconds. You don't want seconds that are too low. I could have picked any of these ones if I wanted to. There's no real reason I'm picking this one in particular, but that's what I'm picking. So when you pick that, what you're going to do in EonTimer, make sure it's typed as your target delay and your target second. For calibrated delay in EonTimer, start with 600 in Pokemon Platinum and start with 490 in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Every time you miss your delay, you just type which delay you hit, and then hit update, and it'll adjust the calibrated delay for you. So, okay. With that out of the way, we can go into RNG Reporter. You're going to paste your seed in the seed hex box, and then you're going to drop down and do method J for Platinum and method K for Heart Gold or Soul Silver, and then just hit generate really quickly. So here's where I'm going to explain some of the extra battle RNG mechanics and whatnot beforehand. So when you get into a battle, the frames advance just like a base amount or whatever. And they advance, and this value, ascendary, is basically how you know. So RNG Reporter tells you the frame of the RNG after a battle is equal to ascendary plus 6. That's actually just true for the frame in the battle as well, when you start the battle. So it's this number plus 6. So what we're wanting to is, as you can see here in PokerusFinder, we're looking for frame 35. However, so that's the frame we want to be in the battle on. And so, for example, if I entered the battle on frame 3, I would be on frame 55 plus 6, so that's 61. That's way past the frame I'm aiming for. So what we look for is, I find it's easiest to be exactly on the nose with it, but you could be early if you want. So for example, frame 17 here, if I enter the battle on frame 17, 29 plus 6 is 35. That's the frame I'm aiming for. So if I enter the battle on frame 17 and I just KO the Pokemon immediately, then I just get Pokerus right away. Easy as pie. Now there's a few caveats to this. One, if you have a Pokemon that's about to level up, the accidentary value, I don't know, I have such trouble pronouncing this word, but this value is actually equal to this value plus 8, not plus 6. So, and the way you can tell if a Pokemon's about to level up, like if it's in that plus 8 instead of plus 6 range, is, let's start a battle here. So the way you can tell it's in that range is this little Pokeball animation that's about to happen. So my Zapdos is close to leveling up, so this Pokeball shakes. So that means it's plus 8 instead of plus 8 instead of plus 6. So I would actually have to aim for frame 5 or frame 7, which are, or no, not frame 9. Frame 5 or frame 9, and that would be 27 plus 8 is equal to 35 as well. Now, if you can't find anything that adds exactly up, there are ways to advance in the battle. So, for example, this shake, every time this shakes, it advances the RNG by 1. So if I went into the battle on frame 11, my ascendantary value was 13. I would add 8 to that, and then I would just basically wait for each of these to advance until I got to frame 35, and then I'd click fight. The advancements would stop, and then I would kill the Starly here that's in front of me, and that's how I'd get Pokerus. Another way to advance the frames is if you don't have something that's exactly equal, and you also don't have a shaking little Pokeball like this, switching also advances the battle. So switching advances 3 frames every time you're in battle. It's a lot to keep track of. Like I said, I recommend just finding a frame that's you can just get to 29 plus 6 equals 35. Boom, you get Pokerus that way. That is the all of the in-battle mechanics, I would say, for frame advancement and whatnot like that. Now, for the actual RNG attempt, we're going to go into 4th Gen Tools and open seed to time. You're going to paste your initial, or the seed you're aiming for here. Check off the box of 23 and make it the time, excuse me, see Daisy. Check off the, one sec. So we're aiming for 43 seconds. In RNG Reporter, we check off the seconds box and type 43 seconds. Then also select which game you're playing and hit generate. Then we're going to scroll down to the date and time that PokerusFinder had. So again, we take a look at PokerusFinder. We did 5/15/2019, so we make sure we're on 5/15/2019 with the same exact date and time. Then also, I also like to make the delay here plus 100, minus 100, and then just hit generate here. This tells us the coin flips or the elm calls, depending on the, or the Erwin calls, depending on the game, in order to verify our initial seed. So, with all of that said, we have everything typed into EonTimer. We have everything into here. We can start the actual RNG process. Okay, so for this final attempt, or for just the attempt in general, you're going to do the date and time like usual for any RNG attempt. And when you start EonTimer, you save the clock at the same time. And so after the date and time is saved, you just reboot your DS. And when this first counter hits 0, you're going to boot the game up. No funny business here. And after you boot the game up, you mash through as quickly as possible to get to the save load screen. Basically, once the Game Freak logo shows up is when you'll be able to hit start. And when this counter hits 0, you just load the game up. Okay, so the first thing you do is verify your seed. However, I've hit the seed 1,000,000 times, so instead of using coin flips, I basically know after 2 flips I've hit my seed properly. So now I'm just going to show you the Venusaur's got no Pokerus, and I'm going to do my frame advancements with my Chowdot. And you're going to want to stop 1 frame before your target, because the Sweet Scent advances the RNG 1 frame. So that means when the battle starts, we'll be on frame 17, or the Ascendantary 29 plus 6, because I don't have the Zapdos with me. So that's 35, and all I have to do is kill this Bidoof immediately, and when I exit the battle, my Venusaur will have Pokerus. It's simple as that. I hope this was informative for everyone, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Yeah, I don't have much else for that. I hope it was helpful. It should be easy to get Pokerus now. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hey, as this video comes to a close, I just want to thank all of my channel members and the people who donated during my stream last weekend. You guys rock. This video and all of my videos wouldn't be possible without you. It means more than I can express that I get like any support like this. So thanks for watching, everyone, and thank every one of these people as well. Bye.